to Treats by Ash live baking sessions. So today we're making chocolate chip banana bread. I'm excited. I love chocolate chips and bananas. Okay, so I'm gonna go over like the things we need first before we get started, and then we'll start. So for the banana bread, we need flour, white sugar, oil. I'm using olive oil, but you can use any oil. Walnuts, these are optional, but I like to add them. They taste really good. Cinnamon, baking soda, vanilla, salt, bananas, and chocolate chips. And that's all you need for that. And then for our like supplies, we need a bowl, a whisk, like a smaller bowl to like mash the bananas. And I have this like a masher, but you can use a fork too. So that's for mashing the bananas. And then I have my measuring cups and measuring spoons. And then a pan. Okay, so yeah, if you're ready to get started, give me a thumbs up so I know if you guys can start or not. Oh, and also we have trivia today, of course. Today's trivia is like, it's not multiple choice, it's just true or false. So it's like a more odds of getting it right. And yeah, so just true or false questions. And also make sure at the end of our session, you take pictures of yourselves baking, or you take pictures of your banana bread, and make sure you send it to me or tag me in your posts on Facebook and Instagram. My Instagram is @treatsbyash and my Facebook is @treatsbyashley. So make sure you guys send me your pictures because I really like to see how they turn out. Okay, so I think we're ready to get started. So the first thing we're gonna need is our flour. So today I'm using all-purpose flour. And I like to use all-purpose flour over self-rising flour because in self-rising they already have like baking soda and stuff in it, so you don't really know how much they put in it. Okay, so we are going to need 1.5 cups of flour. So let's measure that out. Okay. And here we have 1 cup. And now we just need another 1/2 cup to make it 1.5. Perfect. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So first we're going to be mixing all of our dry ingredients, and then we're going to add our wet ingredients. Okay, so you can just mix your flour around while we wait for everyone else to make sure the flour is all mixed in. Mix, mix, mix. Okay, while we wait, let's just go ahead and do a trivia question. Okay, today's trivia question is, Pakistan and India are neighboring countries. True or false? Let's think. I think true. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? Little tough question. Okay, let's see what you guys think. Oh, mostly for true. Good job, you guys are right. It was true. Okay, they are right next to each other. Okay, so next we are going to be measuring out our sugar. So today we need 1 cup of sugar. So measure it out. So we have 1.5 cups of flour, and now we need 1 cup of sugar. And we are using white sugar, not brown sugar. Okay, 1 cup of white sugar. And now you can just mix that in with your flour using your whisk. And you want to make sure you mix it really good so that one person doesn't get all the sugar. I'm sure that one person will be very happy. Okay. white sugar, then you can try using just like put the rest brown sugar. Like if you only have like half a cup of white sugar, you can just use half a cup of brown sugar too. Yeah, you can so like the question was, is Splenda or powdered sugar okay? Splenda. Yeah, you can use that instead. That would be fine too. Because powdered sugar is just normal sugar, but they just like blend it so it becomes powdered. So yeah, that would work fine too. Okay. So we have 1.5 cups of flour and 1 cup of sugar. Okay. So if you have those two things mixed together, give me a thumbs up. Okay, so next let's go ahead and preheat our oven because I forgot to do it in the beginning. Okay. Thank you, Jatavia, for reminding me. Okay, so first you want to make sure your oven is empty. And if it is, then you can go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And yes, I forgot. But that's okay. By the time we're done, this will be preheated. Okay, so once again, that was 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And now we're just mixing our 1.5 cups of flour with our 1 cup of sugar. And next we're gonna add our baking soda and salt. Then we'll get to the fun part, mashing the bananas. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. So next let's get our baking soda. And today we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So we have 1. And get it, measure it out. Okay, so 1 cup of baking soda. And now you can go ahead and start mixing it into your flour and sugar. So we use baking soda to help our desserts rise. You can also, like a lot of people use like cooking stuff to like make the stuff rise and make it more like fluffy. So that is the purpose for our baking soda. And you usually don't need that much, like 1 teaspoon, not 1 cup. That would be a lot of baking soda. Okay, so in our bowl right now, we have 1.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of white sugar, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Lots of ones today. Okay. So, if you have all of that mixed in, give me a thumbs up. So I know if we can add our salt or if we should do a trivia question. Okay. Okay, so the Titanic sank in 1932. True or false? I'm going to guess false. Yeah, I think it's false. So what do you guys think? True or false? Tough question. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? Oh, most of you guys were false. Good job, you guys are right. The Titanic actually sank in 1912. So good job, Andrew, for messaging me the right answer. You're smart. Wow. I would have never known that if like my sister didn't tell me. Wow, you're good. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. So next we need our salt. And today we need 1 teaspoon of salt. Wow, this is like everything is 1. Hey, except for the bananas, we need 3. So let's go ahead and measure 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, and this one you want to mix really good because you do not want one person to get all the salt. That would not be good at all. A little gross. Okay, so let's go ahead and mix in our 1 teaspoon of salt to our 1.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So we can just mix in, and that was our last, no, that wasn't our last dry ingredient, sorry, Mike. We still have to add in our cinnamon. But after that, that is our last dry ingredient. Then we can mash our bananas. Kind of fun. And like I said before, if you don't have like a masher, you can just use a fork. You just need something to smash them. So anything will work. Okay. This is looking yummy. Just dripping just flour. Okay. So we have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. So the next thing we're going to add is our cinnamon. Okay, so today we need, 1.5, not our usual 1. Nice change. Okay, so let's measure out 1 teaspoon. Okay, 1. And now let's add our half. Cinnamon smells so delish. I love it. Okay, so now we have 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. And now we get to mix in our delicious smelling cinnamon. So now you're going to start to see like some color in your flour. So that was our last dry ingredient. Now we just have wet ingredients other than our walnuts and chocolate chips. Okay. So, this looks really good. I'm kind of excited because they get really excited. Okay, so I'm just going to go over what we have in the bowl again. So we have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and lastly, our 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. So that was it with the dry ingredients. Let's do a trivia question, and then after that, we'll go ahead and start mashing our bananas. So the trivia question should be coming up soon. Just loading. Just give it a second. Okay. Goldfish only have a memory of 3 seconds. True or false? That's kind of sad. I'm gonna guess true. Only 3 seconds. That's interesting. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? That's kind of weird. Imagine only like a 3-second memory. Okay, that one is actually true. I mean, sorry, I'm so sorry. It was false. It was false. It was false. It is a myth. So their memory, like, their memory can last 5 months, not 3 seconds. Sorry about that. But yeah, for like that, those of you who guessed false, good job, guys. I'm not always right. It's whatever you think. You should always do that. Okay, so our favorite part, mashing the bananas. Okay, so just get 3 bananas. And first thing you want to do is take the peel off. Do not mash the banana with the peel on. That would just be gross. And you can throw your peel away after. So, actually, I think I'm going to get a bigger bowl. It's easier to mash in. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to use this bowl instead. A little more space to mash in. Okay. So you can just kind of break these apart. Okay, so that's one banana. And our second banana. And lastly, our third banana. So in total, we need 3 bananas. Okay. So once you have your bananas here, you can just move this off to the side. The peels, they're gonna be garbage. Unless you want to eat them. It's kind of weird. Okay. Garbage. And here's my bananas. If you didn't break them apart, that's fine. Because they're going to get mashed anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can put them in whole, break them. Okay. So once you have your bananas in the bowl, you can just go ahead and start mashing them. So we're going to mash them all the way until they're like liquidy. So I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay. And yeah, so you can also just use like a fork instead. If you don't have like a masher, it's gonna work the same. Just anything you have that can help you mash the bananas will work. So once I'm finished mashing my bananas, I'll just show you guys what they look like. So you guys can kind of see how you want your bananas to look. You just want to make sure they're mashed all the way. So that there's no like chunks left or anything. It's all just mashed together. So the longer you start mashing, the more it'll start like becoming more liquidy. And that is what we want. And mashing the bananas shouldn't take that long. Like I'm pretty much done now. Oh, yeah, I'm done. I'll show you guys what they look like. Oops. So here, as you guys can see, like it's just like liquidy, like this. Like if I pick it up, just like that. Once like there's no chunks left, if it's just all mashed together, like all mashed down like this, then that's good. Like there's gonna be like some tiny chunks. Like I'm talking about if there's like a chunk like this, just mash it down. But other than that, if your bananas look like mine, like pretty liquidy, all mashed together, like no big chunks, then you are done mashing your bananas. Okay. Okay, you can put this in the sink now because we're all done with it. Since we just finished mashing all the bananas. And now we're gonna just put these on the side because that's gonna be like the last wet ingredient we add. And then our chocolate chips and walnuts. So while we wait for everyone to finish mashing their bananas, let's go ahead and do a trivia question. Yeah, so I'll just wait for the trivia question to load. Okay, so all we have to add in now is our, sorry. Okay, Walt Disney's full name was Walt Elias Disney. True or false? Walt Elias Disney or just Walt Disney? I think that's, I think it's false. I don't know, I've never heard anyone call him that name. Let's see what you guys think, true or false? Let's see, true or false? a little half and half there. It was actually true. Good job, guys. You guys got it right. Okay. So let's go ahead and add our oil. So next you need half a cup of oil. Okay, so like I said before, you could use any oil. I'm using olive oil, but you can use any oil. Okay. So yeah, you need half a cup of oil. Okay. You can add that in. And then you can just start mixing it. It's going to be really thick because we still have to add our mashed bananas. So it'll be kind of hard to mix. So, yes. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to switch out my whisk. I'm going to switch out my whisk for a wooden spoon because it's just going to be kind of easier to mix because the whisk, like all the stuff is going to get stuck. You can still use a whisk if you want, but I'm just going to switch to a wooden spoon. It's a little easier to mix because there's nothing to get stuck in. Just kind of toss it around like this. Okay. So, as you can see, it's really thick. It's just like chunky. But we still have to add our bananas and our vanilla. Yeah. So once we add those two things, it'll be perfect. And then we can add our chocolate chips and our walnuts. Okay, let's go ahead and add our bananas. So we just added our half a cup of oil, and now we're going in and adding the bananas. And then the last thing we'll add is our vanilla, and then we can do our chocolate chips and walnuts. So when I'm done with this other bowl, you can go ahead and put that in the sink if you want. And then you can go ahead and start mixing your bananas into your batter. And this is still going to be kind of more thick, not like cake batter because it's like a bread recipe. It's not like a banana cake. So it's going to be a little more thick. I'll show you guys what it looks like in just a second. Yeah, so this one looks like very thick. Because like once again, this is like a banana bread and not a cake. Cake batter is more liquidy. Okay. Looking delish. Okay, if you're ready to go ahead and add your vanilla, give me a thumbs up. Okay, looks like you guys are still mixing. So let's go ahead and do a trivia question. But Mason, looks like you're ready. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and do a trivia question. And then we can add our vanilla. Okay. Earthworms breathe through their skin. True or false? I'm going to guess true. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? Do they breathe through their skin? That's an interesting question. That's weird. What do you guys think? True or false? Mostly for true. Good job, you guys are right. They do breathe through their skin. Very interesting. You know that? That's a good fun fact. That's weird. I don't know that. Okay, let's go ahead and add our vanilla extract. So we are going to be using 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So we have my 1 teaspoon. And add that in here. And then you can just mix that in. So now all we have left is our chocolate chips and walnuts. And once again, the walnuts are optional. Okay. So let's mix this vanilla in. Then we can mix in our chocolate chips and our optional walnuts. And then we can put it in our pan and get baking. Okay. So once again, that was our 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And this is what my batter looks like. Still thick. And like I said before, it's because it's like banana bread. So it's going to be a little more thick. Okay. Let's go ahead and add our chocolate chips and walnuts. So I'm going to be using half a cup of walnuts. So once again, this is optional, so you don't have to add walnuts. You can just skip this step. And if you want to add more walnuts, you can. If you want to add less, you can. If you just want like a couple of walnuts, that's fine. If you want to add more, you can. Okay, so let's mix in our walnuts. And then we can mix in our chocolate chips. Yeah, so I got a question. Can I use a pan mixer? Yeah, you can use a hand mixer. Okay, so this is what mine looks like with the walnuts. And now all we have to do is add in our chocolate chips. So, if you don't have enough chocolate chips, that's fine because chocolate chips are just optional. It's just like a recommendation. Mostly in banana bread, you only have chocolate chips. It's just like an optional thing. Okay, so now we are going to add our half a cup of chocolate chips. As many as you want. You don't have to add as many, or you could add more. Some people like more chocolate. Hey, so guys, our banana bread is done. Good job. Okay, so this is my banana bread. That's how it looks before it's baked. So now you can go ahead and get your pan and your pan spray, or you can use oil or butter. But you want to make sure you do put something on your pan so your bread doesn't get all stuck on it. Okay, let me get a pan. Let me get a pan. Got my pan, and this is I think it's 9 by 13. Yeah. So you just want to use something like about this size. If it's like a little tinier, oh yeah, you can use a bread pan too. But yeah, so like if you like bake it when the layer is more thin, then it'll get baked faster. But if you do like more of a thick layer, then it'll take just like longer to bake. But you can use like pretty much any pan. You'll just have to like adjust your baking time accordingly. Okay, so now I'm going to spray my pan with pan spray to make sure nothing gets stuck on my pan. Found my throat. Okay. So let's go ahead and add my banana bread batter into here. This bowl is so heavy. Usually I have Diane hold the bowl for me, but he's not here today, sadly. Okay. So we just add in our banana bread to our pan. And make sure you scrape your pan good to get all the batter out. And you don't leave any. Okay. So once your banana bread is in here, you can just kind of spread it out with your wooden spoon. or whatever you're using. Okay, so again, I'm just spreading out my banana bread into my pan, and then you can go ahead and put it in the oven to bake. Okay, so yeah, you want to make sure you spread your banana bread very evenly in the pan so it bakes evenly. You don't want to have like it be like an uneven layer. Okay. So, since the banana bread is in here, I'm now just going to put it in the oven to bake. And I'm going to put it on the bottom rack, because on the top rack, it gets like too much heat and it looks just get burnt from the top. Okay, so I'm going to put a timer on for 13 minutes, should be good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. And then while we wait for it to bake, we can go ahead and do some trivia questions. Okay, wash my hands. Okay, let's go ahead and do some trivia questions while we wait for our banana bread to get baked. I'm excited to eat that banana bread. So yeah, I'm got a question. How long does the banana bread bake for? I'm baking mine for 13 minutes. And like I said before, if you have like a thinner layer, you just bake it for like about 13 minutes. If your layer is a little thicker, bake it for 13 minutes and then see. You can just add like another couple minutes afterwards. Okay, the 2004 Olympic Games were hosted by Greece. True or false? 2004. I was born in 2005, so let me try to remember. I think true. I'm just guessing. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? The Olympic Games. Okay, most of you guys true. Good job. You guys are right. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, let's go ahead and go to another trivia question. And once again, like if you're done with your banana bread and you don't want to like stay in here, you can leave because we're all done now. So let's go ahead and do our next trivia question. Sound travels much slower through water than air. True or false? I'm gonna say false. Yeah. I think false. I'm pretty sure like, if you scream underwater and you scream, it'll look the same. Okay, let's see what you guys think. True or false? Oh, so you guys for true. The right answer was false. Okay, let's go to our next trivia question. It's interesting, so water travels slower in the water then. Okay. Let's see. So I had a question, what did I do with my walnuts? I just added them into my batter and baked them. And then it gives like a nice like crunch in the batter. And like I said before, it's just optional. Just for extra flavor. Okay, let's do another trivia question. The sandwich was named after a person. True or false? That kind of sounds true. A lot of people name stuff after them. I'm gonna say true. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? Was the sandwich named after a person? Can you imagine if your name was Sandwich? That'd be funny. Okay, let's see what you guys think. True or false? Okay, looks like most of you guys are true. Good job. It was named after John Montague, the fourth of the Sandwich family.
The fourth Earl of Sandwich.
Okay, let's go to our next trivia question. I keep getting a lot of questions of how long to bake for. I baked my banana bread for 13 minutes. 1, 3, 13. And after 13 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and check on it. Once again, 13 minutes. Okay, all gorillas have, B as their blood type. I was like A, I thought I was gonna say A. B blood type. I don't know. True? I'm not sure. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? That's interesting. They all have the exact same blood type. Weird. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? Half and half. Okay, it was true. That's weird. So every gorilla has the exact same blood type. Okay. Let's go to our next trivia question. So I have about like 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to bake. So that means I've been baking for about like 6 minutes. Okay. An octopus has 5 hearts. True or false? 5 hearts? Kind of a lot. I am going to guess false? I don't know. 5 hearts is kind of a lot. Let's have like more like, I don't know. 5 hearts is kind of a lot. Oh, half and half? The answer is actually false. They have 3 hearts, not 5. Okay, let's see what you guys think. True, you guys all guess false. Not all, but it was like half and half. So yeah, octopus has 3 hearts, not 5, 3. That's another fun fact. Okay, the Great Wall of China is visible from space. Oh wow. True or false? I'm gonna say false because even when you're like in a plane, you can't really make out what's what. So how would you be able to see that in space? Let's see what you guys think. True or false? Is the Great Wall visible from space? Most of you guys true. The right answer is actually false. Wow, that would be kind of cool though if you could like see it from space. Maybe it would have to be like massive then, like even bigger than it already is. Okay, let's do another trivia question. Okay, the first tea bags were made of silk. Wow, fancy. True or false? I'm going to guess, let's see, true or false? I'm gonna say true. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? The first tea bags were made of silk is true. Good job, guys. That's interesting. So they just use real silk? Wow. Those tea bags must have been nice. I just have like paper. Barely. It's like this much paper. Okay. Let's do another trivia question. So now I have like 4 minutes left. Okay. A meter is further than a yard. True or false? I'm gonna guess true. Let's see what you guys think. A meter is further than a yard. Let's see if you guys think it's true or if it's false. Let's see. Okay, looks like you guys mostly guessed true. Good job. A meter is about like 39 inches and a yard is 36. So it's 3-inch difference, but a meter is bigger. So good job, guys. Another fact. That's not really a fun fact. It's kind of a boring fact. I like the octopus one. That was interesting. Okay. A woman has walked on the moon. True or false? I'm going to guess false. I don't think so. Let's see what you guys think. Has a woman ever walked on the moon? Any woman at all? True or false? Yeah, I'm gonna guess false. I don't think so. Let's see what you guys think. True or false? That's an interesting question. Let's see if you guys know about space. False. Good job, you guys are right. That's kind of sad. It's okay. Don't worry. Hopefully we can get a woman on the moon one day. Hopefully soon. Right, guys? Okay. Let's do another trivia question. And eat some walnuts while we wait. Okay. The currency of France is the France. So that's what it's called. True or false? I'm gonna guess false. I don't think I've ever heard anyone refer to money called that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see what you guys think, if it's true or if it's false. Okay, but when you guys been to France, if you've been to France, you should comment. It's cool. I've never been. Most people voted for false. That is right. It's actually called a euro. Yeah, that's what the currency is called. Interesting. Have any of you guys been to France? I haven't. But yeah, like I said before, you should definitely comment if you've been to France. That's cool. I want to go one day. It seems nice and peaceful. Hey, let's do another trivia question. Abraham Lincoln has no middle name. True or false? I don't think so. But I'm not sure. I'm going to guess false. Okay, so someone's asking what temperature to bake the banana bread at. And my temperature is 350 degrees for 13 minutes. So once again, 350 degrees for 13 minutes. 1, 3. Okay, let's see what you guys think. Does Abraham Lincoln have a middle name? Okay, most of you guys for false. Good job. You guys are right. He does not have a middle name. JK, it was true. Got you guys. Yeah, I wonder what his middle name is in. I mean he has no middle name. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, so the answer was true. If you guys guessed true, good job. I got it wrong. Okay. Nemo is a puffer fish. True or false? That's false. Yeah. It's like a clownfish, I'm pretty sure. That's what it's called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. If you guys watch SpongeBob, you know Mrs. Puff. It's like a puffer fish. That's what her name is called, Mrs. Puff. Okay. So, yeah, the answer was false. Good job. Nemo is not a puffer fish. He is a clownfish. Okay, my banana bread has 10 seconds left, so I just go walk over there. And while I walk over there, I'm gonna get some toothpaste. Everybody saw you do that. Okay, let's check on our banana bread. Okay, it's looking done. Oh yeah, actually looks done. Okay, it's heavy. Okay, this is what it looks like. Brown from the top. It has a little bit on it, so I'm just gonna put it back in for about 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. Because it's baked and it's not moving or anything when you shake it. So yeah, I just need 2 more minutes. After this, it should be good. So as you can see, mine had a little bit of dough on it, around the toothpick. Just a little bit. Yeah, I just need 2 minutes. Okay, so let toothpick over. Okay, so let's do another trivia question, and then we'll check on our banana bread again. Okay, broccoli was once banned from the White House. Wow. I'm going to guess false. I don't know why they would ban that. Let's see what you guys think. It's true or false? Was broccoli once banned from the White House? That would be weird if it was like the president actually didn't like broccoli. You just ban the whole thing. It's like, if I don't like it, then no one's allowed to have it. It's not common. Like, a lot of people don't like broccoli. I like it. I don't know. You guys should comment if you like broccoli or not. That would be interesting to see. Okay. So, most of you guessed for true. And that is the correct answer. Broccoli was once banned from the White House. Wow, that's really interesting. George H.W. Bush banned broccoli from the White House because he didn't like to eat it. That's what I was thinking. No, that's funny. Okay. So I have like 10 more seconds on the banana bread. So let me get another toothpick. Can you check on it? And I have my toothpick, and let's go and check on our banana bread. Okay. Good. That was my timer. Okay. Gosh, I hate that. Okay, got it. Finally, after about 20 minutes. Perfect. Nothing on our toothpick. Yep, okay, it's all done. So, now you can just turn your oven off. Okay, so if your banana bread is not done yet, you should just put it in for like another 2 minutes and then check on it again. I would just recommend like keep doing it in increments of 2 minutes. 1 minute is too short, like more than 2 minutes is like kind of a lot. You don't want it to get burned either. So just keep checking on it every 2 minutes, and once the toothpick comes out clean, then your banana bread is done and you can eat it. Okay, so that is it for today. Thank you guys all for coming. I had a really fun time doing all those true and false questions, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure you guys send me your pictures. And yeah, that's it for today. So thank you and bye.